Hey guys, it's Gita. Welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be doing a quick, well, I hope it's quick, favorites video today, and it's not going to be like a monthly thing. It's just going to be like current things I'm loving right at the moment. It's a mix of things that I've had for a long time, that I've loved for a long time, and some new products that I'm loving within the last few weeks. So basically I'm just going to share. It's mostly makeup. I do have like I think one skincare and one hair item too. So yeah, let's just jump right in. I did also film this makeup look. There'll be a tutorial coming for this eye look as well. I'm just gonna start with the hair item because it's next to me. Actually, I guess I have two hair items. The first is this Batiste dry shampoo in neon lights, which is it's Batiste dry shampoo doesn't change. It's the same like formulation that they always have. They just have different scents. This one's called Neon Lights. It's pomegranate and jasmine, and you guys, this shit smells so good. Run to your nearest Ulta and buy some up because I think it's only here for the summertime. I actually need to buy some more because I really love this scent. I usually get either like the original or the wild, but I love this one. We'll definitely repurchase. The other hair product that I've been loving, and this is also a long time love, you can see it's like half empty. This is by the brand Alterna. They're really known for their caviar line, if you've heard of like their caviar CC cream for hair or their caviar shampoo and conditioner. This is from their bamboo smooth line, which I tried a couple products from that I love. It's the Kendi dry oil mist. And essentially it's a hair oil. It's very lightweight though. And so you can use it on either wet or dry hair. The directions say to spray throughout damp hair and style as usual, or maybe used on dry hair to eliminate frizz and enhance shine. I typically do use it on dry hair only because typically I'm only going to be using a hair product like this when I am going to style my hair. So like today I washed my hair, but then I also styled it, so I used this, and that it just creates a really kind of more sleek, shiny type of look to the hair. And this one is for medium hair types. It says Ultimate Frizz Control. I definitely do find that it helps with frizz, and it's free of parabens, sulfates, phthalates, and synthetic colors. So they do a pretty like clean as products go. I always look for sulfate-free hair products because sulfates can be, they can build up on the hair and it's not the best. And then there's a couple of skin items that I'll share, kind of oldies but goodies also. This is the Badescu facial spray with aloe, herbs, and rose water. And I kind of feel like everyone and their mom has like talked about this on YouTube already. It's almost empty. Actually, I need to go buy another one. But what I love about this is it's so refreshing, feels so good on the skin. I love to spray it over my face before I do my makeup, and I love to spray it after I do my makeup. Mostly because it's hydrating, so it's really nice just to get a little extra something, especially when I'm putting foundation on, because sometimes I have to add something in just to help hydrate the skin a bit more even after moisturizer because my skin is so dry. But it also is really nice to just refresh the face whether you're wearing makeup or not. My husband loves this stuff too. Like he'll come and grab it off my desk and like spray it. Ooh, it smells nice. It's very refreshing, perfect for the summertime, perfect for any time. If you don't already have it, a 4-ounce bottle is $7 and it will last you forever. So it's a very good price point as well. The other item I have, this is my Tarte Maracuja Oil. And I actually went through, once upon a time I purchased like a really small bottle, like a little tiny one, just to try it, and then I did end up getting this one from the Tarte website. I think the packaging with the little gems and stuff was like limited edition, I'm not really sure. But at one point I was able to get a 1.7 ounce bottle which retails for I think $50 on clearance for $20, 20 or 21. So of course I bought the big bottle. The packaging here, you just have a little dropper on the inside. So this is just a really nice kind of basic facial oil, and by that I just mean it works for all different skin types. I've seen people with oily skin use it. There are some oils that, you know, for dry skin I might gravitate towards a little more, but this one would really work for anyone, I think. It is very hydrating, very nourishing, but it's not too slick on the skin, so it is one that I can very easily mix in with my moisturizer during the daytime, even if I'm going to be wearing makeup. You can even mix it in with your foundation when you apply. Some oils like jojoba and marula are kind of known for having the right chains of fatty acids. If you stack it up against other facial oils, I'm really not sure how it specifically compares in terms of like nutrient value, whether it's, you know, better for the skin, but I personally have had a really good experience with it and I do recommend it. I've got several facial oils that I love, but this is just the one that I've been using a lot lately and really enjoying. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on to makeup. I'm gonna start with an item that really surprised me, and I only say that because I have a tendency to get caught up in, I know I've said this before, like caught up in the hype of a product, but additionally, I feel like when I hear that products are bad, I tend to believe when someone says that something's bad. So this is the MAC Retro Matte Liquid Lipstick. This is the shade Tailored to Tease, and the shade Flat Out Fabulous from MAC, which is a retro matte, just like it's a matte original lipstick, like one of these. This is like an exact color dupe, which is actually why I bought it, because I love the color Flat Out Fabulous, and I was like, oh my god, they have that in a liquid lipstick form, I really want to try it. So actually, I totally avoided buying these for the longest time because I felt like they kind of got panned in reviews. I was starting to think that like nobody liked these lipsticks because I really wasn't hearing any good things about them. I don't know if any of you guys follow, oh my god, what's her name? Amy Clark. Amy Clark is a makeup artist. She's phenomenal. If you guys don't follow her already, I'm pretty sure her Instagram is The Real Amy Clark or Amy Clark Makeup Artist or something. She has Periscope as well, and I follow her religiously on Periscope. And she was actually doing a Periscope with Dominique from Badalash, and they were talking about their favorite liquid lipsticks, and Dom brought up a few like indie brands that she really loves, and then Amy said she loved the retro matte ones the most. And I was like, that's surprising because Amy has the best product recommendations. I feel like her word is law because her work is so good. Like, she works on like Demi Lovato music videos. I understand that there's many ways to be successful within the industry, but she's a great working artist and she's being hired for, you know, these jobs that are really legit. Anyway, I'm getting off course here, but she recommended these. So what she did was her and Dom swatched a bunch of these lipsticks on her hand and then like smeared the hand, and all of Dom's like rubbed off and the MAC one stayed put. And I was like, seriously? Because I had never heard anybody say they were good, so it shocked me. So I immediately went online and found this color and ordered it. So this is what it looks like. I love the applicator on this. It's really unique. It has like a really pointed top. It's actually much easier to work with than your typical doe foot applicator that you see on liquid lipsticks. I'm not a huge fan of the packaging. Like, I feel like it's a little, I don't know. I feel like it's a little bit funny looking with the caps that match, but whatever. It's their thing. I would have done like a flat top on it, but again, that's minor. That's my only complaint, and I just don't care that much about that. I care about the formula. So I wore this for the first time. I didn't do a lot. Like, I just went to the movies and I didn't eat anything. So it's not like I put it through the ringer yet, but it survived so nicely on my lips. It was so comfortable. The consistency of this is like velvet, and it felt on my lips the way that the Tarte lip paints feel, those like soft lip paints, if you guys have tried those, which they feel amazing, but the Tarte one crumbled off of my lips. Like, it wore horribly. So no, like, the formula to me, it was bad. It felt nice, but it looked really bad. So these had all the soft, comfortable feel of like, there's nothing on my lips, just felt fantastic, and they didn't wear off. You get a little wear in the center, and I think that that's normal because I think it's normal for lipsticks to wear off just a little in the middle because like your lips or in your tongue, whatever, I think that's kind of like to be expected. But anyway, I'm very, very impressed with this. I'll go ahead and swatch on my hand so you guys can see the color. So, it's gorgeous. It's just beautiful. I do have a picture on Instagram of me wearing it. I'll probably anyway, I want to get more colors. And then maybe when I get more colors, I'll do an entire review on them. I have a couple of makeup products that are things that I've had for a while. This I just need to talk about because I love it so much. This is the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in the shade Blissful. And Blissful is just a beautiful, soft coral shade, and it is so, oh my god. If you guys haven't tried these blushes, they are like butter when you touch them. They are so soft. The powder feels amazing. I have a whole bunch of these. I've been collecting them for a while. One of my favorite blush formulas for sure. So that's what the color looks like swatch. Obviously an extremely heavy swatch, but if I rub it out on my hand, you can see it. And it's just so gorgeous. It's pretty much matte. I don't know if the formula is claims to be completely matte, but it looks pretty matte on the skin. If anything, maybe a slightly satin finish, but it's just a gorgeous color. And I've been wearing it like every time I do my makeup. Like I own so many blushes, and this is like the only blush I've been reaching for recently. It's just, I love it so much. I'm wearing it on my cheeks today. It's just the best. And what I love about the formula on Tarte's blushes is that they are so soft. They diffuse out really nicely. So some blushes that are very pigmented can tend to be like a little bit streaky or patchy, like if the color kind of catches in one spot and you can see it. I don't experience that with these at all. I find that they blend out really nicely and they don't look patchy on the skin at all. The next makeup item is also something I've had for a while. This is the Sugar Pill Lumi Pigment. And you know, again, this isn't like groundbreaking stuff. I think these are products that people have talked about before. But Lumi is just a beautiful pigment. It looks white in the little pot. It reflects like an aqua blue. I'm actually wearing it on the inner corners of my eyes today. So I'm gonna attempt to swatch. I feel like this pigment is hard to swatch. So this is what it looks like just like on my finger. And then if I wipe it on the back of my hand and just like rub it out, do you see how beautiful that is? And if I move it, like it's a duochrome, right? So you can see the white and then you can see like that aqua blue reflect. Now, depending what base you use under it, if you put it on like bare skin, it looks more white and more light. If you put it over a dark base, it looks like very aqua blue. So it just depends. Every time I put it on my eyes, I'm like, yeah, that's why I love it. And every time I wear it in eye makeup looks, I get compliments on them. I just think Sugar Pill is a really awesome brand, and they have really great color selection and really fun stuff, and you should definitely check them out if you haven't already. The next product I did an entire video on, so you already know that I love it, but this is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Foundation. The only reason like I wanted to mention it is because when I made a video, I did like a first impression. I never had used it before, and I know sometimes you do a first impression, it's like, great, cool, and then a month later you're like, I don't really like it, I'm not using it anymore. So I want to let you know that I do still love this foundation. I'm not wearing it today actually, mostly because like I did makeup for a tutorial. I'm probably gonna take it off in a couple hours and I kind of don't want to waste it because I love it so much. I have the shade Light Neutral, and it's a little dark for me. Like it's more my summer color, which is about what I am now, but it's definitely not something I could pull off in the wintertime or when I don't have a little bit of a tan. I realize I'm still quite pale, but I have a little bit of tan right now. It's just a gorgeous foundation, and I know I said in my original review that I have dry skin and I really didn't know if it would work for people with oily skin, and then I got comments on that video saying I have oily skin and I loved it, and a friend of mine on Facebook said that you know, she has oily skin and she loves it. So I think it works for a lot of people. Taylor, she did a review, she loved it, she has oily skin. So I just want to let you guys know it really works for like all different types of skin. It's just so natural on the skin and it's so long wearing, which really I didn't test it fully that first day, but it honestly wears for like 12 hours, which I feel is incredibly impressive, especially when it's hot outside. So I feel like I've put it through the paces enough to tell you guys that I really think it's an awesome foundation and I really think it's worth the price tag, because I have spent more money on foundations before and been more disappointed than this. So I have two more items. One, I guess I'll just like briefly touch on. This is the Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia. I just did a tutorial using this and I just talked about how much I loved it. But basically I just wanted to quickly let you guys know that I do still love it, and that if you haven't purchased it, go purchase it. However, it's not limited edition. Anastasia has a bad habit of doing a lot of great limited edition stuff and then discontinuing it and you never see it again. So I think it has been made permanent for the time being. You can get it, but it's just a really beautiful collection of a mix of both warm and cool toned, neutral to kind of berry red colors. Like it's one of those palettes that it's so much better in person playing with it than I feel like it looks like on the internet. Like, I watched videos and stuff and I was like, it doesn't really look like anything that special. But like when I started playing with it, I was like, oh my god, I love this. This is beautiful. So if you are someone who wants to branch a little bit out into color, but without going like too nuts, I feel like this is really wearable for the average person, even if you're not super into eyeshadow. And the other thing I wanted to mention is I actually think Anastasia does a great job with these little brushes that they include in their palettes. I typically don't use the brushes that come in palettes because they usually aren't very good. But I think they do a good job. What they do is they include kind of a little flat shader here, and then they include like a little this one's kind of a flat, more dense, and this is like a little fluffy blending brush. So I actually think this is like a pretty good little brush. Maybe not the best, but you know, for something that comes in a palette, it's actually really usable. And if you are someone that doesn't have a lot of brushes, you probably would appreciate the addition of, you know, an extra little brush that comes with it. Okay, last but not least, not at all least, is the Gleam Glow Kit by Anastasia. I know this is like 2 Anastasia products in a row, but what can I say? They've been killing it lately. This is the Gleam. This comes with 4 shades. Hard Candy is the first one. This one's Mimosa. And then we have Starburst and Crushed Pearl. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch these, I guess. And I basically just want to say they have a really soft consistency now. The complaint that I've heard is that they're like kind of very frosty, and it's not wrong. Like, they are kind of very frosty. If you don't like that really soft kind of frosted highlight, you probably won't like these, but I do. They're very metallic, very soft. They apply nicely. You might have to blend them a little more than you do. For example, my Becca and my Cover FX highlights require like no blending at all. Like, you just put them directly onto your skin and they look great and you don't have to do anything. These you do have to blend it in a little bit, but it doesn't take that much effort and it's totally worth it. So it's Hard Candy, Mimosa, Crushed Pearl, and Starburst. Basically, the way I see it is for 40 bucks, you get 4 highlights. Whether or not you use all 4 shades, you're still getting a really good deal. Becca highlights are 38 bucks for 1 highlight. While I think that the Becca ones are fantastic, I just think that if you're in the market for something that does not the exact same, because like I said, I do feel the Becca formula is a little more finely milled and a little bit nicer on the skin, but for 1/4 of the price per shade, you're actually getting per highlight 0.26 ounces. Or 7.4 grams. I'm pretty sure the Becca highlights are something like 8 grams or 0.28 ounces. This is Moonstone. So actually 0.28 ounces, 0.26 ounces each. These are almost exactly just as large as her Becca's single highlights. Anyway, just want to let you guys know that I really have been enjoying this. They do have some new glow kits they just dropped, a bunch of other ones. Originally it was just Gleam and then That Glow. Now they have like Sun Dipped, and then they have Moonchild and all these other ones. So I haven't tried any of the other ones, just this one, and I definitely recommend it, especially if you have a similar skin tone to me. Even if you're a bit darker, the darker ones would be great highlights, whereas for me, like this isn't like the most highlighty for me, but it's still lovely, especially with really bronzed skin. Those are pretty much my current favorite products, just stuff that I've been loving for the last month or 2. And I'll do these like every so often. I prefer to kind of review products individually to let you guys know if I like them, but at the same time, I don't know whether some products warrant an entire video, like whether they're relevant or interesting enough for that. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, just leave them down below in the comments. Any ideas for other videos, I'd love to hear them. But I just want to thank you guys for watching, and just subscribe if you haven't already, and I look forward to seeing you guys in my next video.